So what we're putting in place is this development environment for the developers. So it's Android. So we have a developer, what we call a developer portal, where the developer can go and download the environment for development, and they have access also to support and resource forums, and so that's to help them to write their application on our device.
And what type of guidelines are you providing then, right off the get-go for them?
The information will be the type of market we are in, because for a developer that's important. Number of aircraft that we'll using, or the number of devices, the type of devices that are available for the Android, and also everything technical information for them to develop. Okay. So that's fairly typical. Nothing really fancy on that. What is important for us is the simulation, the test and simulation. What we try to do is to put the airlines, customers, and the developers as close as possible. So the validation process is important. So with this simulation and emulation and all the environment that we are currently developing, they'll be able to test, validate their application on their environment. If it's a laptop, that's a laptop, and it works well. They will test it. They will make sure that their application is solid, and then they can submit the application to Thales. So we will do final test and system test if we need to go there.
Okay, is the door open now? Or?
The door is not open yet. We have some developers already using our environment. It's more like a beta version, and we'll put it. It will be available by the end of the year.
If an app is chosen by Thales,
yes.
what happens?
Okay, so now let's.
Well, do they get paid? When?
Well, that's that's what we're working on. So the business model and who's paying what and when and how. This is something we're working on.
Okay,
so today it's not yet set up. What we're working on is on the process itself. So, and the tools to support the process. What's going to happen is you have this Thales application portal. So a developer will submit his application. That will be visible by the airlines.
Right.
The airline will go there and shop, like you do. You shop on your Android marketplace.
Yeah.
They will go there and select their application. So for the application, you have informations from the airlines saying, okay, well, it works on the SVDU, it works on the touch PMU, which elements are available, which the application works on which LRU. And so they will select, for instance, GeoQuiz, and it's type of touch screen. You have some information. That's for the airlines to buy and select their applications.
Gotcha.
So that's the link between the developer, make it available, the airlines seeing it, choosing it, supply and demand.
So the driver behind it is so that you can have apps that are actually quite specifically tailored for the airline market versus
you can
the
have
wide world of.
Yes, you have both actually.
Right, okay.
You can have an application that is a typical game. I mean a GeoQuiz, or you can, we have whatever games that we are running today. So you can have those type of applications, or applications that are really tailored for the IFE, using all of the APIs, the Thales APIs, specific for the IFE, so they can, seat numbers, class, you name it. I mean, there's position of the aircraft. I mean, that's not something that is typical for an Android device.
One question: when yourselves and actually Panasonic announced that you were going to be using the Android operating system, which was a couple years ago, I think there was some confusion in the marketplace at that time, whereby I think some airlines thought that meant that they could pay 99 cents for an app, and suddenly offer that to 300 passengers.
Yes.
This is different. Once you work out the financial aspect, this will be a lot more clean cut, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a different business model.
Yeah.
This is not, we
Precisely.
don't have millions of devices where millions of customers will buy it, right? So the 99 cents, okay, it's probably not applicable for the IFE business. But we're working on that because this is our objective today is really, besides this 99 cents, the objective is really to get the developers and the airlines closer and streamline this process. Today, to have a new application in a system, it's kind of a lengthy process. So what we're working on today is this system to make them really faster, much faster to develop an application, much faster to put it on the market, being available for the airlines.
But to a certain extent, though, then Thales is, because you'll have a cadre of choices for the airlines at that point, that you will have already made an arrangement with these app developers. You've got the app that you can offer the airlines. In some respects, a content provider, really, in addition to the hardware, right? You're saying you can do this on top of bringing our system on board.
Well, this is the infrastructure. We
Right.
offer the infrastructure.
So this would be part
now,
of the-
some airlines are interested, for instance, they have their own or preferred
Absolutely.
content
Sure.
providers. Nothing prevent them to have some agreement with their content provider for a Thales platform.
Sure.
What we provide is this infrastructure to make it easy between their content provider and their aircraft.
Right, and they can pick and choose. And
Again, pick and choose, yes.
Okay.
So that's what we try to do. Make it faster and more.
so how do you keep up? Because what OS are you guys? Are you Jelly Bean already yet, or what?
No, we
It's
are,
hard to
okay,
keep
so
up
we
with
have Android 4.0.3, so which is ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember
Your
the
ice
names.
cream sandwich?
We're ice cream sandwich. We don't think to go to Kit Kat at this moment, but
Okay.
we are ice cream sandwich on the SVDU Gen 4. On the and on the Touch PMU, it's still the 2.1, which has been Jelly Bean. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, no, it's not Jelly Bean. It's whatever it is.
Yes.
2.1, and we will upgrade to 2.3 pretty soon. So, and the SDK will support Touch PMU early next year.
Okay.
So that's
Is that kind of tedious, in terms of, because once an airline makes a decision and says, I want Avant, and you're on, a certain, platform, and then do they have to upgrade? How easy is it for them to upgrade their OS down the road? And is that...
upgrading the operating
Yeah,
system. It's
yeah.
a typical, today it's still a typical FSAT process.
Okay.
It's the normal process that we have today
Right.
for the operating system. It's still a massive, it's not streamlined completely.
It's an undertaking.
It's
Right.
there's no change on that level.
Okay.
What we changing at this moment is this application part of it. How we can make application more content. There will be some limitation. There will be some application that we will have to do a more classic software upgrade. But as much as possible, we'll use that as content. So when the airlines select, they will select all the application, put that on their basket, and the next content upgrade or download next month after, they'll have their application.